Hello there. Do you remember in most of my other art videos, or at least quite a lot of them recently, I talked about how I wanted to start drawing more gothic art again. I talked a lot about how I wanted to use more dark colours and I wanted to do some more horror or spooky themed stuff because that's what I really like. Well, I didn't do that. I didn't do that at all. Instead, I used blue and pink pearlescent shimmery ink and I painted this Sylveon. So I still think it turned out cute, but it's completely not what I had planned to draw this time or in general. But well, whatever. Please excuse my hair appearing in the corner there. I was leaning quite far over the paper. I didn't realise I could be seen on camera. I thought about cutting that part out, but then you wouldn't really see me drawing the line art. So I figured I'd just leave it in and sorry about that. Anyway, like I said, I'm drawing Sylveon here. This is kind of a companion piece to the Ninetales and Vulpix that I drew last year, I think. Yeah, I think I drew those last year. I also did an Eevee and an Espeon last year, but I didn't really like how they turned out, so I'm probably going to do that again. I am planning on working on a full set of, you know, Eevee forms and a bunch of other Pokemon because well, what can I say? I like Pokemon. I always have. They're fun to draw. And yeah, that's just what I've been working on recently. The pearlescent ink was kind of a mistake, to be honest. It was really difficult to scan because it's glittery, so it was really hard to scan the clean line art, but I did it. I might do a line art version digitally, just do some cleaned up lines for a future colouring book. Yes, I'm planning a second colouring book. For those of you who are new here, maybe you don't know that I have one book already that is a lot of my line art that you will have seen in other art videos of mine, and you can colour them yourself. So if you're interested in that book, head over to Etsy. The link to my shop will be in the description of this video. Also up on my Etsy shop will be prints of this piece. I had a bunch of prints of this made up because I had 3 different conventions coming up this summer. Actually, within the next 5 weeks, there was 3 conventions I was going to go to, and I was also supposed to be having surgery. Obviously, because of the outbreak of the coronavirus, that's not happening anymore. Well, some of it isn't anyway. I'm pretty sure the conventions are all cancelled. Especially because, well, the local ones definitely have, because the Scottish Government has put a ban on gatherings of over 500 people to kind of slow down the transmission of the virus, which is pretty sensible. It makes sense. There was one convention I was going to down in England that seems to be on the fence about it, but I think the sensible thing for them to do would be to cancel. So I totally understand why. It would be kind of too risky to go anyway, but it does mean it's going to be quite a frugal summer, I suppose. So if you had planned on buying anything from me in person, or you just feel like supporting an artist who is being impacted by all this, then please head over to my Etsy and I would really appreciate that. There will be prints of this very painting up there. There is also prints of the Ninetales and Vulpix ones. So if you like your Pokemon art, then you know where to go. There's also prints of the Sinistea and Poltergeist oil paintings that I did. There's videos of those too if you haven't seen those yet and would like to. So, what else can I say? I don't want this whole video to just be me promoting my shop. That would be boring. I'm using the new watercolour paints that I got, the Holbein ones. There is a big long video of me unboxing them and making a whole swatch chart and laying out my palette of them. So if you've got some time and you would find that sort of thing relaxing, then go watch that as well. I love making those kinds of videos because it's just, I don't know, there's something really, really fun about using brand new paint. So I did run into some trouble with the paint in that video when I first started using them. They didn't work quite how I expected them to, so I realised I was going to have a little learning curve where I had to sort of get used to it and get the hang of some new techniques. But I've been doing that, I've been working on it, and I really like how this painting turned out, so I think I'm doing okay. Let me know in a comment if you agree or if you think differently. Give me any tips you might have if you work with this type of paint often. Other than that, I don't think I've got much left to say. Yeah. Don't forget you can support me on Patreon if you want. I have been considering doing live streams maybe, especially if lots of events are getting cancelled and people are having to be isolated. It might just be a nice way of still feeling like we have some social contact. So keep an eye out for that. Join me on Patreon if you'd be interested in a live stream. Other than that, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope you're well. Take care. Stay healthy. Wash your hands. Okay. Bye.